Lemon Salad, and I saw Saving Private Ryan. It is directed by Steven Spielberg. My previous exposure with this movie, I've watched it once before, but recently this was a request by a $20 patron, and I just was like, well, I get to watch it again, so I did that. I watched it again. If you haven't seen this movie, I will spoil it for you. The movie starts, we're following a guy, he's an old guy, and he seems to be a veteran. He's at a veteran grave site. It goes to a specific site. He gets specific flashbacks, and that's how the story is told. It's told through this guy's memories of what happened. Movie starts on the Normandy invasion. They're headed to a beach, and this scene is pretty gory. It stuck out in my mind pretty much, and I think that was the function of the gore, because the gore serves as, well, this is war, there's violence during war, this is actually what is being seen during war, and it's really very much in my brain. I don't know any other words. You just have to go see the gore. I'm normally not a big fan of gore, but this gore is good. We meet a couple of people. We have Captain Miller. He'll be important later. During this entire opening scene where we see a bunch of shooting and running in, we got a couple of people like off to the side, boo, boo, boo. But, oh no, something bad happened. Where is Ryan? Where is James Francis Ryan? He's part of the 101 division. He's part, are there really at least 101 groups out there fighting the war? I'm not a history buff person, so I don't really know much about the war. Man, that seems like a lot of people going to war. Ryan is missing, though. Now we gotta figure out where is Ryan. We have to find Ryan. Why are we finding Ryan specifically? Ryan is a part of four brothers who went to the military, and Ryan is the only one who is alive. Good thing that we have good generals being like, hey, I really want to send Ryan home to his family alive. So his family is at least one person, not 0 sons, because that'd be very tragic, honestly. I'd be so sad if all of my sons died. I mean, it sucks that, 3 of my sons died, but I'd feel especially bad if all of the sons are dead. Oh no! So now we're following Miller. He's given these instructions. Hey, get a group together to find Ryan. You gotta be saving him, because that's the title of the movie, don't you know? He's like, alright, we're gonna go to this German town. It seems to be heavily contested, and there's a whole lot of shooting, battling, bam, 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 bam. And honestly, it's a very devastating battle. They're in this town specifically because Ryan is thought to be here, but he's not here. He's supposed to be at, this bridge or whatever. But honestly, what's sad is Miller is like, oh, my soldiers, they want to go this way, but I'm gonna go the other way. And that costs the life of a dear old pal, and losing lives is always really sad and tragic. And I'm like, oh no, if he just did the other thing, would he have saved this person's life? Or lose a bunch of people's lives? There's a lot of thought process that has to go in war thinking and decision making. I gotta be honest, I don't think I'd be able to be a good captain under that much pressure. Wow, that's very admirable. So Miller now has no Ryan, but he has this German soldier that somebody from his group is like, yeah, I'm gonna spare him. Because that person is like, I don't know the hardships of war. I'm very new to this. And it seems that, capturing people and killing people is very new to this person. Which is necessary because then we can talk to the soldier and be like, hey, could you please return Could you please help us? Please, could you please help us and get some of our allied troops back, please? And while he's asking for this plea, he gives him the unfortunate name of Steamboat Willie, which is really cute. I know that's an animation. That animation did happen around this time, so it does make sense that he would be given a nickname similar to the animation, Steamboat Willie. There's also a fight that occurs that Miller's just like, this ain't even a threat. I'm gonna give some backstory on myself. I was a civilian once before. I was a baseball coach, and then the war started, and now I'm a captain. And that does seem to do a good job to help the other soldiers not try to leave and try not to give up on the war. And I'm just thinking, yeah, you really do want to go and save Ryan. I want to save Ryan. Where is Ryan? What happened to him? Well, they do eventually find Ryan. They eventually contact Ryan. Ryan is notified of his brother's death. And even though he's really sad, he's like, wow, my brother's died. I didn't even know this entire time. Why wasn't I never notified earlier? He's like, well, I'm at this bridge. There's a couple of German soldiers coming, and they're gonna attack this bridge, and I'm gonna stay here. I like Ryan. He's like, yeah, I gotta protect where I'm at, no matter my emotions, no matter my upset emotional state. And then when the Germans come, they have a big old shooty battle. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bow, ba-ba-bow, ba-ba-bow. Ka-chow. Kablam! But oh no, there's some dudes. They're coming in close. Oh, hey, it's some American jets. They're coming. And they help die down the situation. Get it? Die down? Yeah, that's a really bad joke. Ha. Whoops. We also have Steamboat Willie. He's like, please let me go. And we get to see, amazingly, what it is like to make choices in war. Difficult. They're very difficult choices. We get to see more of like the Miller and be like, I don't know, man. I mean, you're human, but you're an enemy. But you're human, but you're an enemy. So like, what's the choice really here? And I like just the focus on the struggle, because, wow, do you have to make a bunch of choices, especially when you're captain. And all those choices weigh down on you. And these choices include staying and defending, and pretty much almost everyone dies. It's really sad to see Miller, while he's like talking to Ryan, and be like, have a good life, enjoy the life we have died for you to have a good life. And then it's revealed that actually Ryan is at Miller's grave, and he is really appreciative, but he misses his friend. And I'm like, oh, the heartstrings, the character growth, and the fact that I'm just along the ride. I get to see everyone's character develop, everyone just making decisions. Especially, I like seeing Ryan, and I like seeing that he's actually home. He gets to come home alive. It's quite unfortunate what happened to his brothers, but I hope he takes life and he's like, heckin' yeah, I'm so glad to be living it. Because he should, because he went to war, and he saw lots of death happening, which is, by the way, what it will be happening to you. So are you appreciating your life? Oh boy, I hope that I don't get drafted into World War III. I hope that doesn't happen. I hope we don't get drafted. I know my dad was drafted. He was in Vietnam, and he was in the war for a while, and it did lots of damage to him. And the idea of war is terrifying. All these characters had to see war, had to see their friends die, and still live on or don't. It's just really, it's tragic, because now they don't get to live with their friends. Maybe they'll have some difficulties having more friends in the future because they could die, and I don't want that to happen. That's a sad thought, but it is a really touching movie. It's moving, like all movies should be. This is Steven Spielberg. and he did a really good job at the cinematography is really good as well. I felt a part of the action for like a lot of the movie. I just felt like in just watching the characters and just being there with them, just seeing their character develop. I really enjoyed that. This movie, you just kind of have to watch it for yourself if you haven't seen it, just to feel the emotions that this movie does give you. And because of the emotionality and the fact that you have to go see this is a requirement, I'm telling you. This movie gets a solid 8.7 out of 10. If you like this review, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with everyone you know. The ultimate goal of this channel is for me to become an expert movie reviewer. So, if I haven't reviewed it on the channel, there's a chance I haven't even seen it at all. You can request a movie in the comments below. You can fast track the request at patreon.com/ASCpresents. $20 a month for one movie review per 1 month, or $3 for some daily vlogs, all at patreon.com/ASCpresents. And if you'd like to help support the daily grind, go to this link tree for some daily sets and SFW content. It really helps with the daily grindiness of the channel, so go here. And until next time, I'm Mint Salad Saw. I'll see you later, my salad croutons and bacon bits.